Welcome to Champions Learning Center tutorials. Today we'll be looking at equations 1. Just a few things before we go into equations in order for you to understand it. There are just a few rules that we need to remember. When we're solving for equations, the aim of the equation is to have the unknown on the left side equal to something. So here I have x equal to something. So there's always an unknown in the equation that we're trying to find the value of. For example, 3x plus 8 equal to 29. What this is saying is that x is a value, a numerical value, that when we multiply it by 3 and add 8, we get 29. And that's what we're trying to solve. Two rules of algebra is that we do the opposite of what a thing is doing, a number is doing, in order to get rid of it. So if something is added, we do the opposite, which is taken away to get rid of it. So we're going to look at two steps in order to solve an equation. So remember we said that the aim of the equation is to solve for the unknown, and you want the unknown to be like that, x equal to something. And here are the two steps that we're going to look at, two methods in fact, that we can apply in order to solve the equation. First, what we want to do is look at the equation where it says 3x plus 8 equal 29. What we want to do is to get rid of the plus 8 first. That is the number that is not attached to the unknown. So we want to get rid of it first. There are two steps for this that we could take, or two methods. One method is that we do the opposite of what it's doing, like this. So this plus 8, it's adding 8. So the rules of algebra said to get rid of something, we do the opposite of what it's doing. So I'm going to do the opposite of what it's doing, which is minus 8. Then the next rule of algebra says whatever you do to one side, you must do to the other. So I'm going to minus 8 on that side. And if I write back what we have, so plus 8 and minus 8 leave 0. So I have 3x is equal to 29 minus 8. So 3x equal to 21. Then the last step is I want x to be on its own, and the only thing preventing x from being on its own is the 3. At the moment, the 3 is multiplying the x, so I'm going to do the opposite of what it's doing, which is dividing by 3. So for this last step, I'm going to divide by 3, and the next rules of the rule of algebra said whatever you do to one side, you must do to the next side. So I'm going to divide by 3 as well. You can see that 3 cancels 3. So x is on its own, which is the aim, equal to 21 divided by 3, which is 7. So x equals 7. So if we pop that back into the original equation just to test to see if that is correct, 3 times 7 plus 8 should give us 29. 3 times 7 is 21, plus 8 is 29. And just to finish off with this, I just want to show you the other method, which is also simpler, and we always advise students to do it this way. Now, because I have two sides of the equation, 3x plus 8 equal 29, what I'm going to do, I'm going to move this part of the equation with the plus sign and put it on the right hand side. So I'm going to literally do that. So it's 3x is equal to 29, and I put the 8 over here. So what I do, I move the 8 from the left to the right, and the only thing you need to remember is that when you move numbers from left to right, the sign changes. So instead of plus 8, it becomes minus 8. So now 3x is equal to 21. This is a far easier method. Now 3x equal to 21, and now I'm going to do the last step, which is get rid of the 3 because it's multiplying the x. And what I do to one side, I do to the other. X equal to 7. Okay, and that's an easy method to use in order to solve equations. Thanks very much for watching Champions Learning Center tutorial on equations 1.